What up, guys? Today is the 15th. I'm going to be doing another trade recap. I took an L in day, unfortunately, but it was totally avoidable, which I'm going to be going over today. So, going to the day, obviously, big ass red candle. What's our next target? My next target was obviously this prior day low, and also this 4-hour wick low, as you can see on the 4-hour right here. Knowing that we're still at all-time highs, though, I was kind of slightly bullish still, just because, we're just obviously in an uptrend, and maybe this was just like a small pullback to make a new high. But regardless, I should have seen that, on the 4-hour, we're disrespecting bullish fair value gaps. Although we're not respecting any bearish fair value gaps at the moment, we're still in a downtrend, and we're disrespecting bullish, which should signify to me that, okay, we're going to go lower. How far, I don't know, but at minimum, this is my draw on liquidity right now. This prior day low / 4-hour low. All right. Drop down to the 1-hour. I just mark out the same things, London high, Asia high, and we also have this 1-hour fair value gap and 1-hour intermediate high. What I should have done going into open was look for these levels up here to get traded into, which could then bring price down. But I think today I was just so bullish. I was just waiting for this price to go lower and then go higher. I think that was what I was thinking at open. I wasn't looking to take any shorts just because it was just, I don't know. I don't like shorting at all times highs, and to be honest, like, as you can see, we've just been pushing every time we have a pullback. So my mindset was that, okay, I'm gonna wait for these lows to get taken and then look for a price up or price to go up. Obviously at market open, what did I do? Oh yeah, so I'm on the 5-minute. I was just waiting. We're just waiting, just chopping around. Okay, we see a move up. Just chopping around. Okay, and then this was when I was like, okay, it does not look like we are going any lower. It does not look like we're gonna be tapping into this prior day low / 4-hour low. Is this on replay as well? Hold on. No, it isn't. But this is the mistake that I made today, which I am realizing now, that since these lows didn't get taken, I should not have been looking for longs. Even though we kind of have this 4-hour, hold on. Even though we still kind of had this like strong move up, and this 4-hour candle is bullish, it's not sponsored by anything like significant. For example, like on the higher time frames, 15-minute and above, we haven't taken out any lows yet. This is still intact. This is still intact. Yet we're still making a move higher, which is already kind of suspicious. Like, I already knew that at open, which is why I didn't immediately jump into longs. And I don't think I was bullish until like a little bit later on, but I'll explain why. Like I said, we just didn't have any like high time frame sponsorship, and even though it does look good, it's just, I don't know. I kind of need like it to bounce off of something, So I do mark this out though, so I just keep waiting. Okay, I see this internal high or 1-hour internal high get taken. So I'm thinking, okay, where's the next place that price could go into? This there's a 5-minute gap right here, and there's a 5-minute gap right here. Do we have a 15-minute? No, we did not. Okay, yeah, I think this was the 5-minute I was referring to. So keep going. And also another thing too, I was already kind of like suspicious of, like, if we were truly bearish and bullish, and the trend was strong, we should not have inversed this. I get it. There's 2 right here, but seeing that it inverses was already kind of sus. Looking in hindsight, even though it does respect this, we kind of don't get like a a bottom wick, you know, like a white candle right here, bottom wick. Even though like the candle size does not, I mean the candle color does not matter. Usually the bodies should be a little bit higher up here for me to like trust this, but it closed kind of through, which is already kind of sus to begin with. All right, let's get that out of the way. So now I see that it tapped into this 5 minute, right? Do I have any higher time frame fair value gaps? We do have this 4 minute right here. 4 minute fair value gap that does get inversed. All right. So this is just my mindset going into the open, right? Obviously, I know I'm wrong in hindsight, but this is what I was thinking. I was thinking just because, you know, we traded back into a 5 minute fair value gap right here, which is technically a key level. We were honestly above, we were already in premium, and there was no point in me to take longs at such, so high up in the range. I should have waited to go lower for a higher probability. I don't think this was the 4 minute I took the entry in, actually. Yeah, we didn't even get a closure through, so I did not take this. I think I was still waiting for the 5 minute. It was still chopping around. Okay, yeah, right here. This is where I entered right here. So we're still respecting this 5 minute fair value gap. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, we're still bullish. Let me see if we can get a 5 minute, which is the highest time frame right now, highest time frame fair value gap, or inverse fair value gap. And we also get this internal sweep. And in my head, okay, wow, this is really good. You know, we're respecting this 5 minute, and we get an internal sweep. Let me see if we can get a 5 minute inverse. So I'm still waiting. And still right here. I think this is where I entered. Yep, this is where I entered right here. So I entered longs. Stop below here. My target was London high. And I would have went break even at this right here. Yeah, this is where I took my trade. Or I took my loss. Looking back now, this was really bad just because, okay, first of all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took 6 candles to close. And on the closing candle, it gave us a doji bar, which is a long wick, small body. You know, that should already been a sus sign, which in the moment I wasn't able to see. I was just so blindsided by the fact that I was looking for my entry criteria, which does present itself, you know. Higher time frame P level, tap, we get a sweep, and we get a highest time frame inversion, which is the 5 minute. But unfortunately, the 5 minute was just looked so sus that this was not high probability. And obviously, you can see how it plays out. I think I just get stopped out. Yeah, stopped out right there. Barely touched break even, got stopped out immediately. Yeah, that was the loss for the day. The winning trade though that eventually did work out was literally right after I got stopped out. You can kind of see right here. We also get this internal sweep right here. It's still respecting semi this 5 minute fair value gap. You know, the bodies, this body closed above it, so semi we're still good. There was another fair value gap right here that I think also gets inverse. Yeah, this one gets inversed. So this is a trade I could have taken. Yeah, right here. Below this swing low, target here. I could move my target down here, but I guess this is a protected low since we already get a sweep right here. I wouldn't want it to trade any lower down here anyways. Yeah, same thing. We get internal sweep. The only sus thing is that you can kind of see right here. It's 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Like 5 taps into the 5 minute fair value gap before it sends it higher. You know, and at that point, I'm kind of just like, this is super just low probability. And I already knew that from the beginning. You know, like we obviously didn't get a higher time frame sponsorship, and the move still managed to happen. But you know, like 9 times out of 10, this would not have worked out. You know, like this is just a lucky, not lucky. I want to say luck, but like based on the strategy and based on the data, like we should have a high time frame sponsorship before even wanting to go higher. You know. What else? Yeah, like in the future, I wouldn't want to be taking this anyways. You know, I should have already known in the beginning of the day that this was just low probability. I already knew that. I don't even know why I entered, honestly. I think I was just making or like just gathering data for the strategy, but regardless, it's important to always have a narrative, I guess, going into the day. And if your plan doesn't go out as you planned it, then you shouldn't even be entering the market in the first place. All right, guys, that is it. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Monday. Yeah, Monday.